Let's get back to that breaking news that's coming out of the Supreme Court tonight. Politico reporting a leaked draft opinion shows justices are poised to strike down Roe versus Wade. Let's talk about it live with Fox 5 chief legal correspondent Katie Barlow. Katie, there was talk that we would have some opinions coming down from the high court today. That did not happen this morning, and this is not an opinion that came down. This is a leak.
Yeah, Jim, today was an opinion day at the Supreme Court. We got one opinion on the First Amendment about a Boston flagpole in front of City Hall. But this is something different. This is a draft of an opinion, purportedly a draft. Politico stands by their reporting and saying that it is a draft. It appears to be a draft of the Supreme Court's decision, a vote that carries 5 justices to overturn a 50-year precedent protecting a woman's right to choose to have an abortion, Roe v. Wade, and its later case, Planned Parenthood v. Casey.
So as we learn of this news, what we came down, getting some insight, I don't believe it's a surprise for many people, knowing that we have a conservative majority, many of whom were put there by presidents who said explicitly they wanted to see Roe versus Wade come down. So the idea that this could happen shouldn't be a surprise. How soon would something like this possibly be announced when these opinions are released?
Well, it's not a surprise that this is a decision out of this court necessarily. They, of course, decided to take this issue up, an indication that they had something to say on the topic of abortion and our existing understanding of the law. But I want to be clear about draft opinions. This is the first time this has happened, to my knowledge, in the modern Supreme Court, that we have seen a draft opinion while a case is still pending. But it is common for draft opinions to be just that. The language changes, the final opinion of the court changes, and even votes change while opinions are being drafted, while dissents are being drafted. There are, notable reporting from past cases like Obamacare, where Chief Justice Roberts reportedly shifted his vote after the initial vote. So this is a draft opinion. This is not the final opinion of the court. That won't come out until, to answer your question, Jim, likely in June. But what this does indicate is that the Supreme Court took a vote, and a majority of justices, it appears from this draft, have voted to eviscerate Roe v. Wade, not chip away at it, as some people thought might be the case, not slice off part of it, but eviscerate it. And what it does, if you recall, this case is out of Mississippi. And what this decision would do is essentially put the decision-making about abortion and the right to access abortion in the hands of individual states. Mississippi chose to ban abortion in this case after 15 weeks. But there are certainly states that have already passed laws banning abortion after 6 weeks. So this would put decisions in the hands of states.
Katie, look, we just have about 30 seconds left here, but who would leak this? Who has the most to gain by leaking something like this to Politico, if we have any indication or anything like that?
I really don't know. It is a remarkable moment in Supreme Court history for something like this to leak that will have broad ramifications inside one First Street. The level of trust that the justices have with each other and with their staff is unprecedented because things do not leak, and this will fundamentally change that.
All right, Katie, thank you. I know we'll have much more on this later on, and we'll certainly talk with you about this tomorrow. In the meantime, we put this out as part of our Fox 5 Live Instable question. It's a simple question tonight. Do you think Roe versus Wade should be overturned? 42% of you say yes. 56% say no. 2% say parts of it. It doesn't appear that's where this draft opinion is leading to, as you just heard Katie say. You can vote at fox5dc.com or on the app. In the meantime, we're back right after this.